Yeah, that's something you don't say no to.
No, and that was funny is every time I go do it, I'm just like, I love my job. They're like, what's your job? I'm like, judging movies. My goal is to be the new Howard Stern. Why do I say the new? Well, because the old one's old. I still love Howie, though. I can't lie. I used to love listening to him and watching him on TV when he was still censored a little bit.
Yeah, right. He was like the first guy to do that stuff.
I would say Wolfman Jack was the first shock jock. He was the first guy to break the rules, get kicked off air by the FCC, be fined at the death of him, and still be on radio. He's the real deal. But, man, Stern was like Wolfman Jack on steroids, yo.
Stacks of wax.
I'm telling you. Oh, but I love Wolfman Jack. That's my idol. I tell people I wear the pug glasses that look like Ray-Bans for a reason because I won't support Ray-Ban. They don't support me, and pugs are cheaper. So I'll rock some pugs because they look like Ray-Bans. But everybody's always like, you got those classic looking glasses, man. And I'm like, yeah, those are the Wolfman Jack classics. He was the first one to really rock them like that. I mean, you had the Buddy Hollies and stuff that used to rock them, the same exact design. But Wolfman Jack being on the radio, he was heard every day throughout the day, and he was syndicated. But, music doesn't work that way. Music is you see it when you see it back then because there was no music videos. So you see it when you seen it. You didn't really hear it. You only heard it on the radio, but you never saw anything.
Yep. Yeah, just like what's that movie, American Graffiti?
Exactly. I got this girl from San Francisco talking to me on the line right now. She's like, my man cheated on me a month ago, so I ditched him. I'm like, it took you a month to call me? I want to be you know what it is? I want to be the chick version of what we do. And that is that always appear to be available, but never be available kind of thing to keep your fan base up. The truth is Dana down by the beach is who I really see, but I don't see her because she's in Florida and I'm here. It's one of those weird, like, hey, you know what? If you're far away, I don't really screw around, and we don't even have that put on our relationship anyway. But I'm kind of, I'm ADD. I can only focus on one thing at a time when it comes to women.
I get that.
I'm like, I can keep 2 girlfriends, but I doubt very seriously I want to. One of you is enough problems. I should probably stop now while I'm recording behind the scenes. But anyway. Oh, wow, yeah, we got a call Dana down at the beach today. She's literally at the beach today with my number 1 fan who's a 7-year-old. That's called killing hip-hop right there. She tells me, she said, he goes on my phone and he pulls it, because I've got my own app, like where you can listen to me and follow my music and stuff. And so she goes, he gets on my phone, he pulls up your app every day, and he sits there for like 2 hours and listens to music and watches music videos. And I'm like, I love him. She's like, why? And I was like, because he's probably the only thing keeping me in the top 10 right now, because I haven't really been focusing on my music. I've been focusing on the radio stuff.
What's your music handle?
Mr. Trey, MISTATRE. I'm on everything, YouTube, SoundCloud. I always tell people, though, if you really want the good stuff, go to Reverb Nation. Don't go to SoundCloud. I rarely load to SoundCloud unless the song is like, it's one of those auto load things where it's like, we'll send it to SoundCloud for you too. Well, then do it. Otherwise, I won't. And but yeah, I usually use so I really like the Reverb Nation because they built me an app. Bottom line, they built me an app. People don't have to go through 50 artists to find me. They don't have to go to the charts to find me. They can just download the app and they can go right to my music right away. And for the 15 diehard fans I really have, that they like it, and I like it too. I mean, when I need to show an example of something, I don't have to go through a bunch of pages online. I just hit my app button, pull up the song, and hit play.
That's sweet.
Hats off to Reverb Nation. But until they start paying me, I'm not supporting them on my show.
Smart.
I'm serious. Like, I do a lot of stuff for people because I wouldn't be here if I was. And I'm talking about like Living Art Tattoo, Super Puff, the station itself. I'll do anything for those guys. I wouldn't be here without them. DJ Kamikaze, you'll hear me mention his name a bunch. He's my mentor on the turntables, and I'm one of his producers in the studio. And just another guy that I was just like, dude, without you, I don't know if I could be me. There you go.
Yeah, it takes a village.
I tell you, it takes a village to raise an idiot, and I'm no idiot, so it took a lot. was saying it that way too. It takes a village to raise an idiot. What are you calling me an idiot? No, I'm just saying, if it takes a village to raise an idiot, imagine what it took to make you. Oh, yeah, about 7 minutes. All right, I'm going to go run potty real quick, and Head's already in the game, so we're good to go.
There you go, man. Stacks wax.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to get these people to call in. I think today my goal is to see how many people we can drive to the phone. And we'll waste a whole segment talking to Dana down at the beach. What the hell? Oh, do you have the audio from the prank?
Let me see if I can pull it up.
If you got
pizza.
No, not the pizza prank. The Reverend David Michael Jacobs or whatever the hell it was.
I think I missed that show, but
it was.
what else is here?
I think it was in the last segment. But I mean, if we won't, I don't mind. It's kind of like Lazy Thursday. I don't mind burning a segment for it. We got 3 though. We only got 3 now. We don't got 6 anymore because Miranda's show comes in, and then I'll take a back seat and manage the board for her pretty much. I mean, I'll be like, and I'll make my dirty comments because I'm good at it. I'm telling you, Miranda's bad though. People I don't know if you've got to see her yet, but she's a cute little Mexican chick. And then yesterday she wore booty shorts, and I was like, why am I suspended for being late today? Dear God, what did I do? I told her that when she walked in. I said, oh, now you wear the booty shorts when I can't be in the studio because I'm in trouble. I was like, damn it, I picked the wrong day to be late to work. Oh, I'm going to kick that kid. I'm going to kick his ass. His name's Forrest. That's why I call him Gump. I'm going to kick Gump's ass because he literally ditched me at the damn grocery store. Like, that's beyond it. I'm never going to forget these times. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm going to go run to the bathroom.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, I'll be right back.
Weedman's on K-High smell. I mean, they all smell like they bathed in pot. You can get high just talking to these guys. They're on every day from 5 to 7 on K-High.
Back. Okay, we've cleared the lines. The next caller, $220 in tickets between the Bongathon and the U.S. Cannabis Expo in Colorado Springs. See, we're looking at the board. Now, guys.
Indoors remotely and my kids forget. Best yet, I got Vivint's no equipment costs and free install deal. $1,300 worth of camera and security equipment at no charge. Vivint was the easy choice for my family's safety.
Take control of your family's safety with Vivint. Order now for up to $1,300 in security equipment at no charge. Just pay as little as $99 for activation. Plus, call now and installation is free. Call 1-800-471-1577. That's 1-800-471-1577. 1-800-471-1577.
Hey, lady. Yeah, you, the one that runs the office. It's me, Dylan, the dust bunny. Now look down at your desk or on your computer. Maybe on the floor. That's where you'll find me and my buddies. It was time to shake over the office because those are so-called cleaning people you got fell. Let's just say they're not getting the job done.
they don't do much at all. Sound like your office? It's time for the Key People. The Key People's unparalleled office meeting. Call today for a free quote, 1-800-468-8283. Or check them out at thekeypeople.com. The Key People, where there's a plan for every budget. Interested in starting a great second income? Get in touch with the company. Start your own janitorial needs. Experience is required, and there is a setup fee. You could be servicing companies in your area right now. Call 1-800-468-8283. Doing the common and confidently well for over 35 years. That number again is 1-800-468-8283. And online at thekeypeople.com.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you can donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-203-7718. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It'll be towed away for free, and you will be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a non-profit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car. And as a special thank you for calling, you will receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-203-7718. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-203-7718. That's 1-800-203-7718.
This is 740 KVOR. This is K-High, where we report the news like the original President David called and forgot where the station was on.
Oh, yeah. We are in the house getting stoned and faded. Not really. Although, if the Weed Pimps, by the way, who I was on their show a couple days ago, and woo, did we get higher. They had one of those electric, I think it was a Silver Surfer vape company. I need to call them, tell them, hey, you need to give me, and I say give because, well, I'm on the radio, so I get to say your name a bunch of times for free for you. So in return, I want your vapor thing for free, the electric one. Because I can, see, the thing is, guys, the boss says, hey, listen, I'm not going to let you sit in the studio all day and smoke pot. This is a business. We're here to run a business. It is a radio business first. It is a weed informative / weed radio station second. And I couldn't agree more. I came from regular radio. I used to be a sports broadcaster. Yeah, I was that guy that was like, ever drops back in the pocket. He's got Masulo over the middle. He's going down. He's got down to 5, 10, 15. Yeah, that was me. Only, I tell people it's easier to actually just do play-by-play than it is to pretend to do play-by-play. Because I'm like trying to envision the play that I want to call in my head when I'm pretending. And I promise you, all I can do is see Jay Everett from the championship team that I was part of with the Colorado Springs Flames out here. All I can see is Jay Everett dropping back in the pocket and hitting Masulo on like a 60-yard pass. It's one of the touchdowns in the championship game. But and that's, for some reason, that's the play I always divert to. You want to know the funniest part about that? Guys, I wasn't even in the booth calling the game. We were the road team for the playoffs. The playoffs, it's kind of like it's kind of like the national title game. It changes locations, but it's not neutral. In our case, it is actually, there's a North Division and a South Division, and one's, the South Division has it one year, the North Division has it next year. Now, from what I understand, though, is we did such a damn good job last year hosting the bowl game. We were the host team for the bowl game, which means our stadium is where the bowl game was played. Your boy here was the announcer for the bowl game. So I thought that was cool, by the way. I've actually got to announce a bowl game. There's things I've done in my life that I couldn't imagine getting to do if it hadn't been for, and I was talking to the guys in Chicago, if it hadn't been for DJ Kamikaze. Justin Fielder is his real name, and he is absolutely one of the best DJs I've ever met. He's world renowned. He's got some weird country in Europe. There's like 100,000 people that tune into him every Friday to listen to him on through one of the local stations here. I'm like, I hate you. Jamaica said I was awesome, and you go and pull in 100,000 from some unknown country. I hate you. I did get an email from Jamaica once. It was a while back. I was on the college radio station. They said, you are the best offshore college DJ in the country. I said, it's got to be because I play reggae, because I was like, I didn't like college alternative. I was only allowed minor manipulation to the to the listening format, to the music format. And the music director, which is the music director at the radio station, isn't your like music teacher in high school. A music director is the person who literally picks the music that's played on the station, the format. They're usually involved in the format, setting up the format and designing the format for the radio station. Well, anyway, she hated me because she would have all these songs come in, and then I would just like pull them out of the queue, and I'd throw in like Bob Marley and Damien. And I'm up there bumping Nas and Damian Marley, Tribes of War. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting it. And then I'm flipping it over like Alice Cooper's House on Fire, which is actually my theme song from the Flames. Well, it is this year. It's this year's like Flames news. I'm actually the president of the news division. Most people don't know that about me. I am the president. They don't call me Mr. President because I'll smack them in the face. They call me the POTUS. No, I'm kidding. But I am literally the president of a news division for a semi-pro sports franchise. And one of the like cool things about that is you get to pick the theme music for the whole team. And I picked House on Fire by Alice Cooper because being from Arizona, Cooperville, that's right. Go to Coopertown. If you've never been to Coopertown, go to Coopertown in Arizona. It's awesome. Coopertown, you owe me $50. No, I'm kidding. Don't you wish it was that simple where you could just like mention somebody and then send them a bill? Be like, Google, we're going to use Google right now. $50. So anyway, a lot of stuff been going on in the weed world. And by the way, I just want to apologize to you guys yesterday. I have some business stuff that, unfortunately, and a friend who's a jerk. Gump, I hate you. Just so you know, I hate you. I'm going to smack you in the face when I see you. It's all in good love because we're boys, but I hate you. You're a jerk. Now, you know what? I forgot. We're not on FM airwaves yet. You're a dick. You're a dick, Forrest. Long story short, guys, I was picking up munchies at the grocery store for Munchie Wednesday, and this dip mother bleep, 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 bleep. That's all, folks. Left me at the damn grocery store, which forced me to be late for work. I don't mind being late, and I don't mind manning up when I mess up. The only thing I'm manning up on this one is I need to choose better friends. There's me manning up for you. I had everything lined up the right way. I need to choose better friends. Why is the dock in the right position? Simple. I was driving down the street and a foot of snow, literally. And not that foot of snow like in Florida, Dana, foot of snow. I know you're listening right now, Dana, down at the beach. She's at the beach, getting tan, being sexy, and listening to the dock. You can do this too, I promise you. It's not hard. But I was driving at about a foot and a half of snow. And that is, like I said, that's not a hyperbole. It literally was a foot of snow on the ground. And my right, no, it'd be my right, which would be my front. My front passenger tire blew. I'm driving a 1990 Cadillac DeVille. We're talking pimp shit here. Pimp daddy pimp shit. Long boat, fishtail fins. Well, I had the bubble out fins, which is like the oval ones. But they're still fishtailed off the back end of the car. It's sexy shit if you like old school caddies, okay? Nice car. Love that car. Miss my car already. Oh, her name was Sam, short for Samantha. I don't know why, but that's just the name. When I saw the car, that's what I thought it was, Samantha. Jamin Johnson's pulling up. It's Thursday. You know it's Tuesday or Thursday when J-Man's in the house. So pulling up. See, Jamin right there, Jamin's a real man. You know why? Because Jamin drives a Cadillac on 20s or 20, might be 21 or 22s. Why does that make him a real man? Well, it doesn't make him a real man. But to me it does, because real men drive caddies. Shout out to Jamin Johnson in the caddy pulling up right now in the 20s. He's coming in. It looks like, did he bring the Weed Pimp's mom with him? Did he bring Mama Weed Pimp? This lady, I love her. Like, I literally heart this woman to death. Please be her. He's holding the door for her, so it could be Mama Weed Pimp. Let me see. I can't tell. She's spunky like her, though, so it could be her. Hold on. I feel like such a voyeur right now. I'm like looking out the window like, all right, who did Jamin bring with him? You know what? Screw it. Did you bring the damn electric vapor or not? He's got the backpack, which means I think he's got the vapor. Dude, I think we're going to smoke weed today in the studio. You know, she's got the same kind of hair as Mama Weed Pimp, but I don't think it's Mama Weed Pimp. Mama Weed Pimp, of course, the mother of my man, Christoph. Shout out to Christoph and Ashley having a baby. Love it. That's one of those weird ones, so I'll be honest with you. I used to date Ashley, so it's one of those things where I've been friends with him longer than they've dated. I've been friends with her longer than she's known him. It got weird for a second. I was like, dude, bro, hippie love, man. And not the kind of hippie love like we can all sleep with each other, hippie love, but the hippie love like it's all love, bro. I'm not bugging on no chick. I don't bug on chicks. People don't realize that. I did it one time. I was young. Don't get me wrong. But I just don't bug on chicks now. I'm just like, whatever, bro. Chick's like, I want to break up. I'm like, bye. I want to go out. Hi. I'm a pretty simple guy. I really am. That's one thing that I'll tell you real quick that you can find out about me in 5 seconds is I am absolutely, you know what? I thought it was her. I was outside. I'm like, it looks like it's Mama Weed Pimp. And I was like, she's spunky like Mama Weed Pimp. It could be Mama Weed Pimp. And oh my God, it is Mama Weed Pimp in the studio here with us with Jamin. So a couple things I'm gonna go over real quick while these guys get set. Did you bring the electric vape with you today?
Yeah. No, but I brought a joint.
She said, yeah.
I brought a joint.
You brought a joint?
I didn't bring a vape. I'll bring it next time.
There we go. Yeah, turns out I was
How you doing, everybody?
you might, there you go. There we go. Try that. And then Mama Weed Pimp, we're gonna put you on mic 3.
Hi there.
I was just talking about you. I was like, this is Christoph's mom. I was like, Christoph's the homie.
Yeah.
Ashley, his girlfriend, and Mama to be is actually my best friend, and so one of my best friends. So I was like, Mama Weed Pimp's in the house. This is awesome. Let's see here. So we'll get them mic checked in here a second. I'm going to cover these stories. And as a matter of fact, why don't you guys, while I'm going over these,
No worries.
get your thoughts in line on what you think about some of these things. So first thing is Congress votes to end the war on weed. Lawmakers predict its demise within 5 years. First off, before I even read this, why the fuck is it going to take 5 years? Seriously. Like 5 years, my ass. It should take 30 to 60 days to write the bill. How do I know that? Because the doc used to write bills. You ever heard of the TXU? That's Texas Utilities, by the way. Deregulation bill. We got to be part of that. We got to be part of women's rights writing when I was a pre-law major. We got to do a lot of cool shit that you'll never see my name on because, well, I was an intern and they don't give a shit about interns. What do you need? Hold on just a second. I got into my...
No worries. Take your time, bro.
I got in my parting package. No, I'm just kidding. my welcome kit here. I have that. What is it again? You need? I gotta stop smoking weed. Psych.
Password.
Oh yeah, internet password. That's right. Okay, so that should be a. Hey,
No trip. We can do it during break.
You know what? I don't know what I did with it,
No
so
worries.
I'll get it. I'll get us. Oh yeah, I'll get us one no matter what when we go to break here in like 10 minutes. Okay, so let's read this. A group of lawmakers gathered on. Oh, by the way, this is a story brought to you by Mike Adams from the High Times Magazine online group. Posted this today. Says a group of lawmakers gathered on Capitol Hill earlier this week to introduce several proposals aimed at castrating. Nice word, castrating the war on marijuana. We're going to cut your balls off now. You've had too much time at this. Now it's time to get your balls taken. Much to their surprise, the majority of these amendments, including a few that would prevent Drug Enforcement Administration from continuing to clobber, I like that word too, the medical marijuana community, excuse me, were met with open arms by House representatives. Now, see, the thing is, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the House, I think, is easier to get than the Senate when you're trying to pass a law because there's just more people. It's based on populace. It's based on per capita. So, like, for instance, in Colorado Springs, the 4th Judicial District has its own representative. Actually, I think we have, 2 here in the Springs? I think it is, isn't it? So, Colorado Springs, we get 2 representatives. And usually, we're dicks here. We pretty much split them. We usually vote one Republican and one Democrat. We're dicks here. We're like, we'll just send one of each and see what happens. Fuck it. But anyway, so the DEA is so in addition, they're voting to shut down the DEA's bulk data collection. I like that. I can only imagine how much information the DEA has collected on me. Much worse, my dad actually worked with them during the war on drugs because he spoke Spanish. He was Latino and he was a ranger. Do the math. I don't need to explain to you what my dad did in the military. However, we have the same name, so that's not helping my cause any. But and me, of course, the DEA has my name for much sinister reasons. It is what it is. I am no shame to who I am. But and I always tell people, I know there's 2 people that listen to my show every day. Well, 3 people, 4 people. There are 4 people that listen to my show undoubtedly every day. My mom, Dana down at the beach, the DEA, and the FBI. So anyway, the House approved 3 other amendments, which would prohibit interference from the Justice Department in state-supported cannabis markets. I love that one. That means you don't have to sweat looking for the DEA, even though they can walk into the Colorado Springs Police Department and go, "Hey, let's go bust some pot dealers," and the Springs Police would look at them and laugh and be like, "Well, your federal government, go do what you got to do, but good luck on your own, buddy." And I mean, but still, this will prevent that from happening. Protect state hemp programs and unleash controls surrounding CBD oil. All of these measures now will be taken into consideration the fiscal year 2016 committee. I guess I can give them that, but I don't understand why it will take 5 years. I know why. It's because in 2000, here's what's going to happen is, first off, you're in 2015, so they're not even going to deal with this until 2016. The physical 2016 year doesn't start until the third quarter of this year. Okay, so what you have to understand is, it's not even until October, November, and December that they start the 2016 fiscal year. Okay. With that said, so that's almost 6 months from now, or whatever. Yeah, well, 6 months from now, whatever it is. And then from there, they have to actually write the bill. So they're not even going to address this for consideration until 2016. The committee, the 2016 Commerce year, and then from there, it's got to actually be rewrote, accepted, denied, applied, reapplied, taken apart, ripped apart, torn down, put back together, slapped together with some glue, and then some dipshit's going to put one law in there that he just likes because he wants to be an asshole. Then it will be passed. That'll be 2017 or 18. And then from there, it's got to go to the House and then to the POTUS to actually be a real amendment. And so unfortunately for all you Dems out there that love the fact that President Obama said, "Hey, you put it on my desk, I'll sign it. I'll sign it. I will end marijuana prohibition right now, but you got to put it on my desk." The House and the Senate's got to put it on my desk to be signed, and then I'll sign it. The problem is, 5 years from now, he's not going to be there. And they're going to do what they did to Clinton, I promise you, and they're going to blame everything they can under the sun on the Democratic Party. They're not just going to blame it on the president. You're going to see people like Hillary Clinton try to distance herself from the POTUS. I promise you, because it's just like Bush the year that what was his name that ran against Barack the first time? McCain. It's just going to be like Bush and McCain. No matter how hard McCain tried, he couldn't separate himself from Bush. And I can promise you that's a huge reason why he wasn't elected. It wasn't because the president was black and black people voted for him. Get that shit out of your head. That's garbage. I call those people trashy, uneducated, unintelligent morons. You're an idiot, a fucking idiot. He was elected because the Republicans fucked up so bad. We were just like, fuck it, we'll take anybody but one of you. Look at these guys are there smiling and just nodding because they're like, he's right. He's right. It's not about right or wrong, but I'm saying that's just what happened. When I stepped in the office, I said, who's the worst of the two when it comes to these politicians? Fuck it, it's the black guy. There, I'll give you your one black comment there. I said, fuck it, it's the black guy. I voted for the black guy. And I'll tell you right now, I actually was all for John McCain at the beginning, 2 years before the election happened. I am from Arizona. I want to support the senator from my state. And then I got to know him even better. And that ended that shit real quick. All right, so we also got cannabis compound helps a 9-year-old boy speak for the first time. This is my fuck you statement to anybody who doesn't like pot. I hope you know that. Or my fuck you story, I should say. We can go back. We can talk about Landon. What's his? Sierra's son. I couldn't remember her first name. Sierra's son, Landon. There's Patience has a kid too. A girl named Patience has a kid or something to that effect.
There's numerous.
So there's so many. This is the fortunate part of my job and your job. And well, it is your job, whether you act like you don't have a job or not. I act like I don't have a job either. Trust me. Of course, my wallet says I don't have one. That's for sure. But no, But I've had the fortune of meeting so many wonderful people who have been affected by cannabis and cannabis oil. So check this story out, guys. It says sometimes the magic of medical marijuana is downright profound. This is a story, of course, by Mark Miller from the High Times Magazine website. Just click on the news section, guys, and you can follow right along. Actually, this one's pretty compelling. I'm going to post both of these, but I want to get the one about the kid first. Seriously, you can't wait until later.
That's my phone.
No, I'm just messing with you.
I just got to say.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. I just always laugh when people bother me when I'm online. I'm like, hey, dude, come on, man. Hold on. Somebody wants to know, how do I listen to you? I'm like, how are you communicating with me on a phone if you don't know how to listen to me? It's www. Let's Talk Pod, guys. Listen, do me a favor. Right now, if you're near a computer or a phone, just do me a favor. Just type in on your Facebook or your Twitter or your tweet or your Twitter, type in www.letstalkpod.com. I like to consider everybody out there that listens to me my friends because, hey, I don't keep too many real friends, and so you guys are kind of my friends. You guys actually pay attention to my life, which means it's interesting enough for you to look. So do me a favor, www.letstalkpod.com. Why don't you tweet that or Facebook that right now and tell them, say, listen to the doc on K-High Radio. Do me that favor. Let's increase the listenership. I can tell you guys right now that I have competitive listeners numbers that compete with FM radio, and we're only online. You guys have no idea how much you guys have supported us and backed us, and I can't tell you how much I love you guys for that. Believe me. So check this out. We got a couple minutes before we go to break here, so let's get this out. A sample of CBD oil from California is being credited with recently helping a 9-year-old boy who has autism speak his very first letters and words. The father of it looks like Khalil Santiago told Yahoo Parenting how his son began talking 2 days after receiving the spray applications of cannabinoids. I still think whoever came up with that word is a freaking Star Trek nerd. But anyway, guys, I'm telling you right now, I've seen this firsthand. Mike Kennard, he's the president of the station. His wife is one of the owners. Their son, same thing, 12 hours after cannabis oil, boom, they started seeing results. The one that probably blew my mind the most was that you guys have seen the Union. I know you guys have been to see the Union, but you remember the guy with the glasses that was like, he had the Tourette's and he's, and he smokes weed and he starts talking like a freaking Yale graduate. That dude, I was blown. That right there was the end of any question I had about cannabis for the rest of my life. Well, anyway, we're going to go to break. When we get back, we've got Mama Weed Pimp in the house, Jamin in the house. We're going to get him mic'd up and ready to go. You're listening to the doc on K-High.
Sorry for them ladies.
Oh, no, you're right. Oh, by the way, you guys are more than welcome. Anyway, you guys are more than welcome to carry over to Miranda's show.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not trying to.
No, that's not your call. That's what I'm saying. She said that you guys are.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
She knows you're here today. Oh yeah, that's her call.
Give a shout out to smokingjoes.com. We just got this in the mail. Disposable smoking pipes.
Awesome.
What? Made out of corn cobs?
Made out of corn cobs.
Okay, Jamin, here you can have
This
one.
is the
Mama, you want one?
this is the
Have
stuff
you
we
met
get.
Mama
I'm
Weed
like,
Pimp?
I'm Jay, man.
how you doing?
Have you met Mama Weed
I
Pimp?
have not. How you
This
doing?
is all the boys from the Weed Pimps. This is their boss.
Are you serious? Finally.
They all run to me with
Finally, I
the
know who to
problem.
blame or complain to.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we gotta talk. I got some things we're talking about.
All right.
No, it's all cool, but no, that literally just came in the mail. We're like,
These are dope.
the hell are these? Tranos here.
You know,
Check it out.
go put your weed in this and smoke it.
Check it out. Check it out.
No, that's great. This is how you get rid of the cops. I did these in Florida when I moved. Seriously. Okay.
All right.
You
Let's
okay?
check this out.
And, hold on, I gotta grab you an adapter and her an adapter real quick from his desk. And
Yeah,
I got
I sold
60
my
seconds.
speakeasy, and all my employees wanted to guarantee I'd be late. You know, I wanted to talk to me, get my ear. I'm like, I gotta go.
Guys, he's a mob boss. Not no, I'm just kidding. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. He already heard me.
Yes.
Okay, so we got. All right. So you'll be number 2 if you want to turn it up or down. It's right here for you. And then you'll be 3, Jamie.
Awesome.
Oh no, wait. Let's do this the right way. Since you're on mic 3, we'll put you on 3, and we'll put you on 2 since you're on mic 2.
Yes.
Hey, can we get a mic check for these guys? You guys ready? All right, Jamie, go ahead. Count up to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Right, you're good. And okay, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8.
Okay, and that's good because at first she was a little low and I brought her up real quick, so we're good then.
Oh, hey, you got that internet password?
Oh,
If not, don't worry about it, man. Don't trip.
5 seconds. Oh, okay, yeah.
30
I
now.
thought he said 40 seconds.
No, but just chill. It's okay, man. I don't need it.
Is it hanging up in here?
You got like 10 seconds. Don't worry about it, man. Don't trip.
Little bit. Like I said, I have one in my bag. I'm just. Okay, well, I'm gonna continue with this story, and then you guys kind of take over. I like when you guys do all the work, and I just sit here and engineer.
Jamie.
Oh, I know Jamie. I didn't know that about Jamie until we actually got together. He had a background in radio.
Oh yeah, me and my brother used to do radio. Me and my brother did radio for a while. My brother did it longer than I did.
All right. Real quick here. We got Jamin Johnson, and of course, owner of the Speakeasy. He's a regular on the show, and he's brought in one of the coolest chicks I've ever met. Seriously. Like, I love this lady. She is awesome. I met her through her son, Christoph, who's one of the Weed Pimps. He used to own the Weed Pimp party bus. And I used to just party hard with these guys. And like, I tell people, if they ever do the people we got to party with, they'd be like, I hate you. Like, I think of the party bus, the best party I ever had was Baby Bash. It was with Baby Bash. And when we did his concert at Raucous. And Ronnie Ray, a.k.a. Baby Bash, really cool guy. So I met Christoph's mom, which is Mama. I used to call her Mama Weed Pimp. Because she's or Weed Pimp Mama or Pimp, or Pimp. It says Pimp. And I actually met her. I was working as a waiter at the Black Eyed Pea the first time I actually got to talk to you face to face. And I walked up to the table and I seen Christoph and the boys. And I'm like, oh, you schmucks. And then they're like, oh, and this is the boss, the real boss. And I was like, oh, so now when you piss me off, I know who to go to. So anyway, real quick here, by the way, Smoking Joe's disposable smoking pipes, guys. I just wanted to give you guys give them a shout out. They sent to the studio a disposable.
This thing's awesome.
This is cool. Like, I'm like, I can't wait to smoke weed out of this.
You guys can check us out on YouTube, the live stream. If you can check us out there, you're watching. Look at this.
Let me pull it up so I can see what
disposable pipes, corncob pipes.
Look at this.
That's pretty dope. I'm gonna have to start carrying these.
This is how I intend to smoke my dope because it's dope.
This.
Hey, you know what? As a matter of fact, here, check it out. Promotional offer by 10 corncob chillums. That's because it's a chillum style pipe, and they get you free shipping. Mail this with $10 to. Dude, here, you need this.
Yeah, bro.
You need that. Yeah, you need that.
Yeah, absolutely. 10 corncob chillums get a free shipping with this. Smoking Joe's. I think it's smokingjoes.org. Yeah.
What do you think
about that? Smokingjoes.org.
$3 to $5 for these on
Make sure
the
you mention K-High when you order.
I'd say $3 to $5 on the shelf.
Absolutely,
especially for this price right here. I mean, that's what we won't talk.
No,
about.
I'm definitely gonna look into these for the club, man. I think
see, look at that, Smoking Joe. Shout out to you. You just got a fan in Jamin Johnson, and look at he's got my second favorite Speakeasy logo after the girl on today.
Oh, you like this? Diablo made this for me, man.
I love that logo.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite.
I think
logos.
this was my birthday gift from Diablo.
Wait, you know, my birthday was back in April. I still got a comic book shirt.
I'll get you a comic book.
I want a comic book shirt to wear on the show.
That Marijuana Chronics? That one was popular. Or THC.
I don't know. You got one that says it looks like the DC logo.
The DC, but it says THC. That one's sick.
No, there's that one, and then there's another one that looks like, I think it's the Marvel
Chronics. Yeah.
Marvel Chronics. That's, I think, the one that's my favorite.
Marijuana Chronics is what it says, but it looks like Marvel Comics. Yeah, it's crazy.
So real quick, I got a question. What's going on at the Speakeasy today? Because I used to get stuck going to ladies' night downtown.
What's going on at Speakeasy, man? Tonight we got the open jam with Elephant Pajamas and Charlie Milo.
We're doing pajamas?
I haven't been yet. Elephant's Pajamas is a band here, a funk band here in town.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh man, they're extremely popular. We got open jam with them, so if you're a musician or an MC or an artist or a singer or whatever, you want to come jam with them, you can sing, you can play.
Can I clear something up, guys?
We got a piano.
So last
100-year-old piano we just tuned.
That's my piano. I love that piano.
Yeah,
I think I was the only one that played it for like a year. It might be
right. Well, it was a little out of tune and it was missing a string, but we got it all restored.
Thankfully, the note that it was missing was, I think, over here, if I remember.
Yeah,
I never went that far down on the high end. I was still over here in the middle. But funny enough,
we got the homegrown mashup tomorroh. Hip hop shows.
Oh yeah,
homegrown mashup.
Tomorrow's Friday,
myself
right?
and Eric Radke, Earsick. Man, I'm trying to remember who was all on that show.
I'll come in and say hi. And I'm down to drop a freestyle, but I'm not giving up any of my new stuff yet.
Right.
No, not yet.
Keep it in reserve. Man.
Oh, I am. The only one I'm going to release is this. It's like a Hawaiian reggae style song, and I actually deliver the lyrics in a Rastafarian style in one verse, and in the other verse I do straight English, and it's going to be our theme song for the show. It just seems appropriate. In Jamaica, you don't wake up till noon. Come on, let's keep it real. You don't wake up till noon. Jamaica, if you're out there listening, you don't wake up till noon. You know you don't. Most of you, I should say. Anybody who smokes pot. No, I'm just kidding. But so last night, the reason why the elephant threw me off is because last night, somebody at I do of course I judge the bikini contest over at Blondie's for Corona, and some girl said,
Such a rough job.
I'm telling you, it's so hard to be me. But somebody said we should do a guy version of this. And I was like, I'm down, just no Euro Speedos. And she goes, Euro Speedos? You're gonna wear an elephant something.
Elephant trunk.
Yeah.
Speedo or
And
something.
I was like, who told you?
I don't know. I'm not even sure what that is, even though I know the exact name of it.
Yeah, that's a little odd that you know the name and you don't know what it is. So okay, so a lot of stuff. So we got hip hop tomorrow. We got the band tonight. I want to come see the band tonight, even if I just stop by for a minute before I go to ladies' night. I want to see the band tonight.
We got we got Dead Prez in August.
Oh,
we got.
I am so.
Hey, I have an
Do you have a
announcement.
host for Dead
I have
Prez?
an announcement. I was just informed this morning that we'll have a baby bash there for a meet and greet here this month.
Oh, when he okay, so you're talking about he comes, I think, on the 17th or the 20th, I think, or something.
I think it's
19th. Oh, that's the same week as the Cannabis Expo. I gotta see if he wants to come on my show for the Cannabis Expo.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'll probably get him. We got Mark Dotson next week. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, Mark Dotson.
Carlos
Tell who
said-
Mark Dotson is.
Mark Dotson was the voice of
I-
Mark Dotson was the voice of all the Gremlins. He was the voice of several characters in Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
He's a voiceover legend.
He's like
Mark Dotson. He's done all voices.
for those of you who don't know, he's
Some of
the
your-
Don De La Fonte
and
of
what people-
voiceovers.
And what people don't know, almost all the video games you play, he's a voice in one of those video games. When you're playing like Halo and stuff like that, he does voices and all that stuff. We don't think about that anymore, but there's a whole world of voiceover work in video games.
That's what I actually love doing. I love doing the commercials.
So he's going to call us. He's
commercial
going to mess with our minds. If you guys want to talk to a gremlin, or you want to talk to a mogwai,
next Tuesday.
or you want to talk to one of the Star Wars characters, call in. Mark will talk with you in the voice. I've seen him do it. He likes to do it. He entertains people.
You know what's creepy? My creepy voice were like, oh yeah, that's good sexy pot. So check this out. I was at a hotel and I bumped into a girl I used to, like, man, you could say mess around. We didn't really date, but we definitely got it in. And so she was with her new guy.
Yeah.
And I had a date that night. And so, you know, it wasn't nothing weird. By the way, ladies, if you date me, I don't get weird. So if you do, I just won't talk to you anymore because I don't get weird. I'm just like, hi, how you doing? Yeah, I was in your I was up in your guts, but I'm not now, so I don't care. That's how I really feel, dude. Like it's jacked up, but it's true.
My wee pit mama's here.
She's the one who said to say that. She's over there like, go for it. Hit a home run. She's a perv.
Yeah.
She's a perv. I'm gonna tell you right now, she's a perv.
She,
You don't know what to say.
I gotta tell you the story. I gotta tell you the story of what happened. to
Which is
Linda
hip talk
the
for
other
perv.
day. You gotta hear what happened to Little Linda the other day.
Uh-oh.
So, Little Linda, for those who haven't known, she had to take a break for a little while for paper reasons. She couldn't participate in the party for a while.
I have to take that
Right,
back
Linda?
2 years here in a second.
And then, so she just got told the other day she was okay to smoke. It's been a few months.
Yeah.
So she comes over to the speakeasy to see her man, Jay.
Yes.
Her main squeeze.
Yes, that's my girl. Don't look at
Hey,
her. The whole show, you gotta look at that window.
don't look at her, you die. I feel like I'm in prison. I'm about to get shanked right now.
So she comes to see me. She does a couple dabs. She starts smoking a joint. Next thing I know, she is just wobbling and weaving. We had to lay her down. She never passed out.
Yeah,
So-
too bad.
We had to take her home, watch over her at night, make sure she was okay. So,
They,
Yeah.
They took care of her.
yeah. Back to smoking and dabbing like usual, and she's back at it. So, come see the Wee Pit Mama. Make sure you take care of her when you see her out and about.
This guy didn't send us a phone number. I'm kind of disappointed.
SmokingJoes.org is what I'm seeing.
I want to call you
want
right
to check
now.
these out because these are really cool. This is actually really cool, and I can't wait for the break so I can go use this out.
I'm telling you, when we go, you and I can see what we do is we set Miranda up to start at 1, and then we'll go sneak out. We're gonna try this out.
We're gonna try.
I'm down. This is cool. Like I'm gonna give this probably to. I want to keep it. I really do.
I've decided I'm keeping.
I'm gonna give it to mom. I'm gonna give it to mom. Shout out to Michelle out there, mom. I'm gonna give it to her. I'll let her have it. Mostly just because she always gives me cool, weird shit like this. So I just want to pay her back.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I'm like, I love it. I want to keep it, but I'm gonna give it away.
I'm keeping this one. I give everything away. I'm keeping this one.
I give so much shit.
Thanks, Smoking Joe.
No, Smoking Joe, seriously, thank you for sending this out. Because I'm gonna find a way to get a hold of you and give you a call. We're gonna get you on the show here and talk to you. Maybe tomorrow or next week. We'll figure it out. As a producer of my own show, as you can imagine, it gets busy. But usually I write myself a highlighter note.
Highlighter notes, so they don't photocopy. No states.
You know what I'm saying? No evidence. Shit just got written. So anyway, we had you here on Tuesday. And we got into some like real serious stuff. My show's usually pretty lighthearted. We got pretty serious.
I get heavy.
Yeah,
That's how
he's
I
a big guy. He's a
I
big guy.
do. That's how I do. I get heavy.
Trust me, it's like Jay and Silent Bob
We'll
over
keep
here.
it
I'm
light,
Jay.
Jay.
He's
We'll
not
keep it
so
light.
silent, Jay.
Yeah, we'll keep it light. It's, today, we'll keep it
So
light.
so I got a question. So now, did the paperwork go away, or were you able to get around the paperwork?
No, governor. Let's hear it for the governor for signing that new. Yeah, the governor signed in a new law of recent that allows people on probation and some limited parole cases to go ahead and consume cannabis. It makes sense.
Okay,
You have prescription for
I'm
Vicodin.
being very serious right now because when I went to, and the whole world's about to kind of find out my legal issues a little bit here, but when I went to my lawyers and to meet with my lawyer and the DA to discuss a plea agreement, they dropped a felony. We're not all perfect assholes, but they dropped a felony on me down to a misdemeanor. And the condition of probation was that I didn't smoke pot. And I turned around and said, so you're telling me to, I said, well, how the hell, I said, my back is literally broken. I have two vertebrae that are fused together. I was like, the one vertebrae is cracked down the middle. This isn't a joke. There's MRIs. There's been a bunch of studies done on my MRIs by medical weed doctors and regular doctors, and all of them say the same thing. I'm just going to tell you guys, this is a real quick story. I walked into the doctor's office the very first time I went to get a red card. And by the way, I let mine expire because when shit went recreational, I thought I would need it fucking more. Then turn around and screw that up. But anyway, so I got to go get my red card back so that way I have no.
You could do that at Home Alternative at 3627 Gallery Road.
Bing, that's a plug. I know I'll go anywhere with the. You know what? I'm going to find a doctor that says, "Hey, come in. I'll do it for nothing. You got to pay your own licensing fees, but I'll do it for nothing as long as you say I'm your doctor." And I'm okay with that because that's kind of the way my world works. Right. But yeah, let me talk to him for me seriously because I need to get it back. I want no red tape. No red tape.
I want to look into this new thing. I haven't researched it quite enough yet. I'm about to look into it, but my understanding is that as long as you the charge is not drug distribution related, right?
Right.
And then what was the other?
Use related.
No, not drug use related.
Okay, yeah, no, mine is
I
strictly
think it's drug
paraphernalia
distribution
and possession.
related.
Mine's possession and just
Of cannabis?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to go to rehab.
Yeah. I don't know on that
Hey,
situation.
I went to rehab. I showed up on my own though. Just so you folks out there know, I didn't go because they said I had to. I actually showed up on
And
my own.
if you had the recommendation from the doctor before, so if you're licensed and you get arrested for something and you're put on probation, you already had your license and it wasn't a drug distribution charge, then
I think I'm going to fall into that super duper gray area. And the reason why I say that is because I had my license. I let it expire because I grew pot anyway, legally, so I didn't need the license anymore.
Right.
And so my justification now is I still technically don't need the license, but I'll go get it if that keeps you off my ass. Because the bottom line is, I looked at the DAs or my attorney and I said, so are you telling me that they fucking expect me to take opiates which is basically synthesized heroin instead of what's actually been working?
As someone that appears and in court or writes affidavits on behalf of people, I appear in court a lot.
I need you, bro.
I appear in court a lot on behalf of people. It's a lot of my month is actually appearing in court on behalf of other people.
It sounds like an attorney.
No, I'm dead serious. And I will tell you, the red card in the state of Colorado, if you're a resident, is invaluable. The way the state set up everything, Amendment 64 really is geared towards tourism and is designed to capture out-of-state money, and they want residents to use Amendment 20. It's their way of double dipping, if you will. And that's what they want to do.
Politicians asking for double money?
When it comes to court cases, when it comes to gainful employment, property ownership, your children, the red card, and the protections it provides you is invaluable. The difference between I consume cannabis for recreational purposes and I consume cannabis for medical purposes is huge in the eyes of the law. And we're a very fortunate state, and Amendment 64 is groundbreaking and amazing, and I'm not knocking it at all. But at this time in Colorado, the red card is very important.
I guess I couldn't argue that. I mean, and I'll give you a great example. Down at Merriman, no, not Merriman, it's Rocky Mountain Miracles.
Rocky.
Mama Kush.
Shout out Allie,
Mama Kush.
Mama
We love
Kush.
you. Hey, by the way, you need to let a certain grower of yours go once a week so he can come on my show. You can say his name. Oh, wow. Okay, well then I'll have him on my show.
he's got free time.
We got free time, fair enough. But okay, so with that said, Jay over here, like, I'm not trying to drop the time, damn it. But
Yeah.
all right, so we're fixing to go. When we come back, we're going to talk to Dana down at the beach. She's going to ask questions. She has some questions in respect to Florida is about to make some huge changes that they got coming up. It's a big reason why I said I'm not moving there for like a year, maybe 2, because I want it to be safe for me to be there before I go. So kind of your insight into some of the things Florida can do, because right now they're kind of on that Texas, we'll just give you cannabis oil.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
I'm friends with Steve Janowitz, and I see some of the things he says coming down the pipeline. So it looks like they're going to be doing some stuff here in a minute.
Thank you, Jeb Bush, for getting out of the way. I mean, so now, and also we'll talk to Dana down at the beach for a couple minutes. We're also gonna Mama Wee Pimp's just gonna school you guys. Like so guys, she dabbed me out the day of Chromacon, and I went home and passed out for 2 hours. This woman is the truth.
Thank you.
Guys, be sure to share on Facebook, letstalkpod.com, K-Hi.
Yeah, share the link to the video feed, whatever you want to do. Just share us, all right? We love you guys. K-Hi, we'll be back after the break. I'm the doc. She really did too.
I
I
got
did
caught
that
on that.
when I came in to pick up my press passes, and then I left. I went back to my apartment. I sat down on the couch. I woke up. It was 2 hours later.
I gotta have some water.
Space that.
Yeah, okay. Space over. You had good conversation, but I don't want you getting jumbled up in the midst of each
Oh,
other.
by the way, just squeezing me into 1 hour sucks. Yeah, 3 seconds out of 1 or 6 is weird.
Life size.
Or 6. Yeah, I'll give you a reason.
I love this guy.
It might take a couple months to get it all rolling. Like,
Life's a bit changed.
He talks just like I do.
oh no, he's like a real radio guy. What do you come and say? So
This
this
is
is
exactly how I was talking.
What are you gonna do? Fire me or some shit like that? What are you gonna do? Fire me? Like that hasn't
The
happened
first
before.
day Miranda was on, he was in there with her. I came in the first day. Trey, well, shut up. It's not your show. It's her show, not yours. Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
I can
we
play the
we
Morgan
spilled
stand-up
over on
till he
Miranda's
walks
show
away.
the
I'm
other
like,
day.
"Wow,
I was like,
Nah.
I did, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I tried to say it and get it to
I gotta grab
you.
some water or something. I
That's
got
water?
cotton now. Yeah.
Oh, gee, I wonder why you're talking about.
Yeah, Trey grab her some water. Miranda may be late or directly on time, but she's hauling at. So we're hauling ass here. Just keep in mind you're covered for her. Do me a favor. One of these breaks during every one of your shows, read that verbatim. Okay? Read that verbatim. It covers everything.
Oh, can I, like you talking about when we come out of break?
Just the sheet right
When you're coming out of break and you're going to your segment, just read that verbatim.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that covers everything.
Oh, so this lady right here. When I told you I smoked a dab and I was like 2 hours late to Comic-Con, the 8 circle.
Yes.
I went and picked up my press passes. I do a quick dab with her.
How much time do we have left to go tell
I
you that?
probably I caught one of the ones out and then ended up passing out.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, so what I want you to do in this segment is before we call Dana at the end of the show is it's all you. Talk a little bit.
Gosh.
Just talk about whatever you
Had a
want.
rough night.
You look like it. You've been getting up.
I was bad with it, yeah. And speaking,
Hey,
Let's talk about that.
I would say the first thing that should come out would be, yeah, you know the weed pimps? Yeah, I'm their mom.
So you know I
So
run
if you got any complaints, come to me. That's set them on edge right there.
like be yeah, because you know what it is, she's such a nice lady. I think it's hard for her to be edgy.
Huh?
She's such a nice lady. I think it's really hard for her to be edgy.
It's
No,
actually,
she's a mom. She's a mom.
it's actually easier than you think. Everything that you are off mic, flip it. Be the alter ego.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we told big-headed jerk off. When I'm in public, when I'm at home, I'm actually pretty quiet and humble.
People think I am the worst cursed out, meaning chain smoking, stone cold standing dude.
Well, Trey, like, you know, when I'm hosting a show on speaking, I don't like my team and yeah, truthfully, I don't like to do that. Off the mic. Yeah. Oh, that vanilla ice was dope. I didn't get that video out though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are back in the house with Jamin, of course, from the Speakeasy.
Let's Talk Pod.com.
By the way, guys, check us out. Let's Talk Pod.com. If you find us on the YouTube feed, just go to YouTube.com and subscribe to K-High. That's K-H-I-G-H. That's K space high again. There you'll be able to check us out, all of our video shows, including the live feed that's on right now. So here's the thing. Yes, if you missed the show, you can watch it live. I know Dana down at the beach, who we're going to call here in a few minutes, does. She watches it all the time. I'm telling her, it's like, you got an obsession, girl, with a very tan man. Because I'm like, I'd rather listen to the audio feed. I don't care about behind the scenes. But I know what happened in here. But I will tell you, if you ever see the Reverend Michael David Jacob or Michael David Jacobs or whatever, if you ever see that, if you see what I'm doing behind the scenes, I am in full character. I'm literally doing the show tunes finger wave while I'm singing this little light of mine. I mean, as a matter of fact, Miranda is going to be popping in here right on time. So what we're going to do at the beginning of our segment, my boys in Chicago can pull it up, is we're going to play you guys that audio clip from the Southern United Baptist Methodist conglomerate of churches. We're going to play you that prank because that was fun. And so, you know, Friday and tomorrow. And by the way, if you ever want a good time, guys, tune in on Fridays. At the end of my hour, I literally go into prank mode. I find somebody to call. I devote the entire 10 minutes to trying to get them to do something stupid. Like last week, it was put tables in a row long enough to hold 100 people for a Last Supper type picture. So it's just one of those things where, and you know when a prank's good? When your mom or your best friend's mom, in my case, which is like my mom, chews your ass out for 20 minutes because that is the most distasteful thing, apparently. Apparently, I can impersonate Barack Obama, the POTUS, and that's okay, but it is not okay to be a Southern Baptist United Methodist Church preacher. It's one of my characters. She was pissed. And I'm like, hey, you're going to do something, that's the way to do it. So, okay, so you were telling me when we were at break that you were dabbed the fuck out in your words.
Yes.
So what happened last night?
Well, you heard about the week camps. I'm the weekend mom, and I met with my probation yesterday, and I'm one of the first to try out this new law. So, and I got to go ahead. Her supervisor even told me to smoke up.
Little Linda here.
There's nothing better when probation tells you go smoke up.
Yeah, little Linda here has been one of the first on me things several times. She was one of our first people to ever walk into Speakeasy. She joined up with the Weed Pimps early on. She's been one of their biggest promoters, biggest supporters. She pushes them like no one's business. That's why she is the Weed Pimp mama. Yeah. We all love her at Speakeasy. She is an awesome lady. You gotta come.
I'm gonna push the envelope on this law. You inspire me. And by the way, I hope somebody's willing to put up my bail because I'm going to push the envelope on this law. When I go to court next week, which is to accept my plea agreement, I'm going to bring up that I am not accepting the portion of not smoking weed being wrote into my plea agreement.
It's important to note too that they're not trying to announce this. A lot of them are not trying to announce this. They are allowing you to assume that you cannot
smoke pot.
That you cannot smoke pot.
And that's what you were
told. That's what you were told, and so they're allowing you to continue to believe that. But if you talk to them, if you bring it up with them, they're going to have to admit that law has been signed in. It's already in place. There's nothing that can be done about it, and it makes sense. Let's talk about rights here.
That's all I care about.
If you have a prescription for any medication, including a painkiller, a narcotic,
I can take care of it.
Then parole or probation would make accommodations or exceptions for that. But cannabis has always been considered an exception to that rule. Well, now we're saying, hey, look, if it's a medicine, it's a medicine.
Prescribed by a, that was my argument with my lawyer literally 3 weeks ago was this is a medicine that is being prescribed to me by a doctor because I get nauseated off of a 5 perk. Do you know how many people hate me for that are pill poppers? Like, I hate you. You actually get schwaxed off of 1 perk. It's a 5. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I can't. Oh, they're like, you want a 30? I'm like, no, because I don't want anything that's 6 times stronger than what I'm normally taking, and I can barely handle that. No, I don't want that crap. And same thing with the morphine pills when I was in real bad pain. I mean, it was worse. And then the morphine pills, yeah, they help the pain, but I also was half delusional. I didn't know who the hell I was half the time. And then I stopped taking those. I just started smoking pot only, and I was coherent. I could think again, and I was fine.
The difference is night and day, man. I meet people in my doctor's office every day that come in just shy of drooling on themselves, have a real problem.
This is real, guys.
No, this is real.
I laugh because I've seen it, not because it's fun.
They have real difficulty communicating. They can't, their family talks about what a difference, the years back before their accident or whatever, what a different person they were and how the medication has altered them. And then we see them the next year for a renewal and totally different, 180-degree turn. They're happy, they're healthy. They're talking about what a huge difference it's made in their lives. I mean, guys, all these experiences, and I have yet to see one where they come back and say, no, it didn't work for me. I didn't like it. I haven't had anyone come back. I'm not saying that there isn't a person out there that felt that way. Maybe that's why I haven't seen them, is they didn't come back. But no one has reported a negative experience with cannabis as medicine to me yet.
But look at the negatives that you hear from pills. Just right here in 2 sentences, I told you 2 things that messed me up. I couldn't think, and I didn't feel like I was myself. It was almost like when they put me on Zoloft, I was like, they're like, we're going to give you a medicine that might make you a little depressed. So here's an antidepressant. And I'm going, what the fuck, dude, come on.
I was on 17 meds back when I moved to Colorado Springs, and now I got off of it with medical marijuana and lost weight with cannabis, so I think it's awesome.
And I can attest to that. I met her when she first came to Colorado, and her progress has been amazing. Amazing.
I like I said, when I was saying about the doctor, like, this is how short the story was. I walked into the doctor's office. He pulled out my MRIs because I had called ahead and I asked what I needed, and he told me. And he said, da, 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 da. So I brought my MRIs with me because I figured that was the most profound piece of evidence that showed how bad my back was really broken. I handed my MRIs. He pulls out the film, and just like a doctor in an office, it's sitting next to you bedside, pulls it out up into the fluorescent lighting in the ceiling, looks at it. Oh, fuck yeah, you're gonna need more medicine here. And he starts writing my prescription. I didn't even have to tell him what was wrong with me because he looked at the film and he said, holy shit, it's one of those things where the way my back broke is I hit somebody so hard in football that it fused the vertebrae. Well, later on down the road, I took a hit that cracked the bottom vertebrae that's fused to the top vertebrae. And so the pain before I cracked the vertebrae was already bad. I mean, it was bad. I was smoking a blunt before a game. Like, that's how bad it got, guys. I'm a quarterback. You know how smart you have to be a quarterback, how coherent you have to be a quarterback, and how alert you have to be a quarterback. I would rather smoke weed and take the chance of getting nailed by a defensive lineman and be able to play the game the way I did. I played till I was 31, and I had test probably from 28 to 31, all that weed. I played football because of weed. Hey, NFL, Roger Goodell, I played football because of weed, you asshole. And you can't suspend me, son of a bitch. I didn't play for the NFL.
Well, they're looking at that right now.
Yes, they are. So
they're
is the NBA.
They're looking at opening that up. And it makes sense. I mean, as far as medications go, if I was going to put my money on an athlete and trust them to be coherent, be able to function and do their job on the field, and they had to take some sort of medication, cannabis would be my one.
Guys, the first time I jacked myself up real good, I had gotten like 3 shots. And this is a half. I got 3 shots put in my shoulder. I was handed a handful of freaking pills, and I went back out there. I could barely tell you what my name was, and I was the starting quarterback.
Right.
I went on halftime after I tore my pectoralis, smoked some pot on break. Which now I would tell you that it's probably better to eat something or do cannabis oil than smoke it if you're going to be an athlete. Let me be real. But on the flip side of that, I didn't give a shit, so I was smoking it, whatever. So I smoked a freaking blunt at halftime, came back after halftime. I threw 1 interception. I threw 4 touchdowns, including the game-winning touchdown and the 2-point conversion of the game. It's one of the worst, best games I ever had. Right. Because I threw 3 interceptions in the first half, and I was in utter pain. I couldn't throw the ball more than 25 yards out the field.
Well, when they do any sort of competency and comparison test between cannabis and other quote unquote narcotics, because cannabis is debatable. But the difference is night and day. I mean, the people on cannabis with clear signs of cannabis inebriation are still able to function or much more coherent than many of the other standardized, highly recommended treatment options that are currently on the market there.
All right, well, I'll tell you, we got about like 3 minutes until we go to the break before we roll into the next show, which, of course, Mama Weed Pimp, of course, Jay, you guys are more than welcome to stick around for Miranda's show as she's coming in. But we're going to also, the boys are going to have the audio for the, hopefully the boys are going to have the audio. They haven't said nothing back yet, but that usually means they're working on it. When they say, no, we can't do it, they're like, oh, damn. But they haven't said anything, so I'm assuming they're going to get us the audio from that prank from last Friday. Just a warning for this, right? We're going to call Dana right now. We're going to get the beach report from Florida. Really, the beach report is made. It's like code talk for the beach report. Let's see what we got here. Hope you guys can hear that. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, you got to dial one, don't you? When are we going to stop dialing one for everything? I'm not going to say a number. But normally I like to say the numbers I'm dialing it. So it's like
someone else is
like relayed
out. And it's starting the number right now just for the dial.
I don't even know if I dialed the right number. That's fine. I think I hit a button. She's listening, so she knows I'm calling.
Tony's Taco Show.
Wait till buenas. Buenos dias. Is this a barbershop? What did you say I called? Which barbershop did we call? Al's Barbershop? Where are you located? I'm located in Colorado. I'm actually going to be out in Florida here in December, and I was looking for a barber. How far from Clearwater are you? Yeah, I'll be near Clearwater. Tampa Bay area? 8 miles or 28 miles? Is 28 miles worth a haircut? How much is a haircut, though? $8 and 28 miles. I'm in. By the way, I totally misdialed who I was supposed to call. I'm actually the doc from KHI Radio at thistalkpod.com. You're on our show. Totally accidental, but when you said a barber, I said, hell with it. Let's run with it. Oh, well, then he is a sexy, sappy son of a bitch, let me tell you. Well, I'll tell you what, Al's Barber in what city?
Clearwater, Florida.
Hudson, Florida. Okay, I'm going to check you guys out. That's our time for today. We're going to flip into the next show. It's been a pleasure to be your guys' host. We got Miranda coming. Let's hash it out. I'm the doc. KHI. Okay, so anyways, don't go anywhere. Stick around because Miranda's here anyway, so we might as well just keep you guys on. Oh, Miranda's here. All right, not here tomorrow. No, not even. You're good on that.
You're good. Not even. Miranda's not here yet.
Audio, I think, from that prank last Friday.
Huh?
I think they're going to run the audio from that prank last Friday.
No, they're not. They're set for catch it out today at 1.
No. I know. For me, I asked them just to kill time.
For what?
To play that prank from Friday.
You're here. You're going online. You were covering for her for hash it out.
Got you.
Here's what you do. You pull up one of those knucklehead stories off of KI. Make sure it has 2 sides of it, a 4-side and against side of it.
And I'm going to be the negative.
Yeah, use some of it. You start the argument. That way, if you two are here, you go on with the other part of the argument. When she gets here, she goes with it. Cool?
Okay.
All right, now do me a damn favor. Stop your broadcast and start hers.
Oh, yeah.